Hey friends, my name is Jackson. I'm not your average NB, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking about my projects for 2025, or well, the projects I hope to do in 2025. I'm always afraid to promise you guys things because I always do, and then they never happen. Like I've been saying for years that I'm finally going to get my writing channel up and running, and I'm going to talk about this or that, and then this or that never actually gets done. Like last year, I made a big deal about how I wanted to do this big end of the year project, and a bunch of stuff came up, and it never ended up happening, which shouldn't have happened. I mean, technically this year, actually, and it makes sense why it didn't happen because all that stuff came up with the landlord, and then me moving into my mom's place, and it's November and I'm still here, and I'm obviously never going back to my other apartment because, I mean, I literally told the landlord I wasn't coming back, and I can't just move somewhere else because grandpa can't help with the rent anymore, so it's not like I have anywhere to go. I'm basically here until I get subsidized housing. So I'm going to be talking about the projects that I hope to do in 2025, and honestly, this is a pretty long and massive list. I mean, there's only 9 things on it, which might not seem like a lot to you guys, but when you think about the actual work that I have to put in for each video, honestly, I don't know. Some of these are more likely to happen than others. And honestly, there's the projects I want to do and the projects I can do. And a big factor in that is that I'm living with my mom right now, so I don't know how much I can realistically do. And I might just start certain projects and then never finish them or finish them later down the line. And maybe not this year, like the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends review, for example, because I mean, it is going to be hopefully this end of the year project. Well, I mean, this year is almost over, but you know what I mean. Next year in 2025, I want to put it out in either November or December as an end of the year project. It might even be my last video of 2025 if I can get it done in time. But that requires a crapload of going through the episodes, writing down notes, then writing an entire script, then recording me talking about the show, which is going to take a super long time. And then obviously there's the factor of editing and stuff like that. And you guys know I'm not even that good at it. And I noticed that in through the last few videos of my 10-day anniversary and stuff that there's even been a couple of audio glitches here and there for a couple of seconds, and I can't really think of any way to fix that because I don't know how to properly edit videos. The only thing I could think would be one to either get an editor, which I can't pay an editor right now, or my second thought would be to just re-record the video altogether, which obviously I'm not going to do. So there was just so much going on with that project, and it's the one that might happen or might not happen. It's the one I would most like to put out, but it's also the one that's going to take the most amount of work and dedication. And when I say something's end of the year project, it means that I'm basically working on it all year, starting in either January or February and going to the end of the year. Because when I say something's an end of the year project, I intend to put it out in December, but it requires so much work that I have to work on it the whole year. Now, if it is done early, if I say something's going to take me a year and then it only takes me like 5 months, then I might just put it out in the middle of the year or in the spring or summer or whenever I get it done. Like I might put it out earlier and then I might plan to have an earlier thing. It also depends on how many episodes there are in each season and how many seasons there are and stuff like that. Because something with 3 seasons, such as Central Park, is going to take me a lot shorter time to go through and actually talk about than it's going to take me to go through and talk about, say, something like My Little Pony that had like 9 seasons plus a bunch of Equestria Girls movies, and obviously other shows like Pony Life, and which is kind of a spin-off, I think. I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. So anyway, going right into the projects that I want to get done for 2025. And like I said, some of these may happen, they may not happen. I don't know. I'm going to be trying to push out as many of these projects as possible. I'm going to be working on this channel, but you guys also have to remember that I'm supposed to be starting my employment program in January, and then I'm also going to have a part-time job, which is going to make my video schedule different and maybe a lot more tricky ability to be able to record videos and put them out in the time that I want to, at least until I end up back in my own place, because living with my mom, I can't just record whenever I want. I have to pick a time to record when my mom's out of the house, because it's just really distracting having that other noise in the house, even though I could literally just go into my bedroom and record as much as I want. But I can't do that because it's just distracting and I can't pay attention and focus on, just recording a video while that's happening. So, anyway, let's go into this list. Number one is the Saturday Show, and you guys actually voted for Steven Universe to come back to be the Saturday Show reviews. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to have to review all of them in order because it is an ongoing story. I mean, it starts out as individual episodes, but pretty shortly it develops into an arc story where you have to watch the episodes in order, otherwise you're completely lost. And I actually prefer shows like that. Like, I prefer shows with an ongoing arc and not just individual episodes. That's how I prefer my shows to be. And this was like 6 seasons long, technically seven if you count Steven Universe Future, but that might be a separate review altogether. But regardless, I'm probably going to try and review like one or two of these episodes on Saturdays if I can get the Saturday show back up and running. Number two is Movie Review Monday. Now, this is much like the Saturday show where I just review a show, except for movies. And I used to do episodes of this. They're no longer on my channel, and I took them off the old channel too. I just deleted them. I have recorded videos that I have since deleted from my channel for just various reasons. And because I never thought of bringing back Movie Review Monday and I just gave up on it, I deleted all those videos. I think I kept maybe one or two up, but that's about it. I might have kept the Saturday show up too. You guys can go back and see what that is and see if I left up the Family Guy show overview, because that's what the Saturday show was. And there was one episode where I think I was like reading candy reviews on Amazon or something. But I do want to bring back Movie Review Monday, and I do want to talk more in depth about the movies that I review. Like, there were some that were good, and there were some that were bad from this year. Like, I'd say Joker Folia Deuce, or however you say it. I don't know. The second Joker movie was pretty bad, and it was probably the worst one from this year. And then there were movies like It Ends With Us. Actually, It Ends With Us probably was worse. No, wait, it was Joker. Joker was worse, but It Ends With Us had a very triggering moment that just shook me to the very core. I don't know. I want to talk about both of them, and also on my second channel, I want to talk about the book too. Um, and the third thing that I want to do is top 12 movies of 2024, because I want to start doing top 12 movies of every year, um, well, every year that I've been doing YouTube, and also just every year that I've been around in general. I might go back as far as the 1990s, I don't know. I might just stick to like 2000 and beyond, or I might do every top 12 movies of every year back to the year I was born, so like 1994 onwards to 2024, and then, in future, but top 12 movies of 2024, and it has to come out in 2025 because there are a bunch of movies I haven't seen yet, and it might not even come out right away, like in January or whatever. Like, it might not even be the first week of January like I planned it to be because, well, for a couple of reasons. First is I want a little break after the whole Christmas thing, and I have a bunch of stuff that I gotta do for that. And I do have a little Christmas present for you guys that I think you guys are gonna really appreciate. And, but there's that, and I also am going to, yeah, I want to do that. And there are other movies that also left theaters before I was able to see them. Like, I missed a movie just this week that I was going to see today, but when I was looking at the movies at like 6:30 last night, there were showings for yesterday and not today, and I definitely missed it, which is a real bummer because I thought it would still stick around. I thought, well, it's in theaters on Thursday, so it must be in theaters on Friday, but it actually fucking wasn't, and I'm pretty pissed about that. 12 top 12 things that happened to me in 2024. Definitely, I want to make this list and I want to go into stuff, and I do want to go into some of the good stuff that happened to me this year because honestly, I am constantly depressed, and I do have appreciation for life most of the time, and I'm able to find the good, and then sometimes I'll have a complete breakdown, and every single decision that I made wrong will weigh down on me, like every single thing I've ever done wrong or whatever. So I think this would help to find some of the good side in life. Number 5 is probably gonna be over on my second channel, Just Right, and it's gonna be my top 12 favorite books, and I already have ideas for this list, but also and for one thing, I already have ideas for this list, but if I get the book I want for Christmas, it's probably going to end up on the list as well. And this isn't just my top 12 favorite books of 2024 because I haven't read 12 books in 2024, first of all, but, like, I mean, this is only this the one I'm working on right now is gonna be the only book I read this year probably because it's going to take me quite a while to finish it because it's so massive. And like I said, I'm only about 100 pages in and I still have like 500 pages or something to go. So yeah, it's gonna be a while. But it's gonna be my top 12 favorite books like of all time. And number 6 is the Powerpuff Girls reboot review slash rant. And don't worry, Gigi, I won't tag you in this one because I know that you really like the show. So you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. If you do want to watch it and see all my problems with the show, then you can go ahead. But I don't know. I would recommend you skip it if you don't want the show to be destroyed for you and start seeing all the bad stuff. I mean, unless you think you can still enjoy it while watching my review, but it's up to you to decide what you want to do when the review comes out, which hopefully will be in 2025. I mean, I was planning this one to maybe be in the summer or spring, so hopefully that'll happen. Number 7 is gonna be 12 things I watch every Christmas. I know I said that it was gonna be the top 12 Christmas movies I watch every year, but I decided to extend it into, like, shows and stuff, like certain Christmas specials and some episodes of some shows and stuff, because there are definitely episodes of shows and other videos that I watch every single Christmas, and my list has changed over the years, and it's also been extended in a lot of cases because things keep coming out and I keep getting excited and then I keep watching stuff and I keep adding stuff. And number 8 is gonna be getting my writing channel up and running just generally and like putting out more stuff on my writing channel. I have a lot to talk about regarding my writing projects, and I really want to do that. And also on my second channel are going to be the book reviews, which I'm really excited about. And I think the one that I'm reading right now is going to be the first book review of 2025, and also the first book review ever because I've never done a book review before. And the second book review is probably going to be of whatever book I get for Christmas. So stay tuned for that. And number 9, and this is the biggest project that I was talking about. This is the one that is going to be massive and take me so long to finish and take a lot of work and dedication. And that's Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, a complete retrospective. Because I do want to do a complete retrospective for this show. And the amount of work that I'm putting in depends on how far I want to go. And I really do want to talk about every aspect and detail of the show. So, yeah, it's going to take a lot of work and it could take months to go through. And probably the entire year to write the script and then film it and then edit it and then post it for you guys. Like, it's gonna take a lot of I don't know how long the video is actually gonna be once it's done, but maybe about an hour per season, maybe longer, I don't know. I might split it into 2 parts you know, if it gets too massive, because I don't know if my video editor can handle it. And as for the rest of the videos this year, I know I said I wanted to do like a 10-year anniversary 10-hour Reddit special, but I think I decided against that. I think I'm just going to do the Reddit Christmas special or something. I'm going to do a Reddit Christmas episode in the next couple of weeks, and I'll probably upload it on the 22nd or the 23rd. I'm not going to do it on the 25th. I have something else for the 25th. I said I had a Christmas surprise for you guys, and that's still the case. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go, I think my break is until December 7th, so I'm going to do that. And then for the rest of the year, I have the Reddit Christmas special, and then I have the Christmas present that I promised you guys that I definitely want to make sure I do. And then I have the last video of 2024, which is probably going to have to be pre-recorded this time, unless my mom, although I'm going to discuss Christmas with my mom tomorrow and go through all that stuff, so she might say that she's going to be away on vacation for New Year's, in which case, I'll probably do a stream like I did last year. That was really fun. I mean, as long as you guys don't mind the fact that I might not be on camera. So let me know what you guys think there. But I don't know. There's stuff I really want to do. And then hopefully I will finish up the 2024 year with a few videos, and I definitely want to get to more My Little Pony creepypastas as well. Like, I definitely want to do Rainbow Factory. I promised that, I think over a year ago, I was supposed to do it, like, a year and a half ago in July of 2023. So yeah, I promised that forever ago and then I never did it. I also want to finish up Rocket to Insanity and read the whole series. There's also other stuff too, like I want to read I think it's called A Puppet to Her Fame. So if you guys want, you can read that. It also has one of my favorite background ponies as a major character, Lyra. And yeah, Lyra's my favorite background pony, specifically because of this fan fiction and because this is the exact way I envision her character to be now. Because she's just a background pony. We don't really know anything about her, so we don't really. We can't really construct a personality for her, except for what we saw in the that one episode. So anyway, I I think I had more to say, but I might say something else in another video if I forget or if I remember what I was going to say. But I'm gonna try and make all these videos happen and make all this stuff happen. I am not promising anything. I want to make that perfectly clear because it never seems to work out when I do. And also, I don't want to hold myself to such a high standard that I just stress myself out and then get all burnt out because that's what happened in the 10-year anniversary special. And that's why I'm skipping the Reddit video because I am exhausted and I just want to sit and read my book and watch videos and whatnot for the next week or so. My break ends on December 7th, so I'll start recording again on December 7th, but I might not upload anything until like the 22nd or the 23rd, and I have no idea how long the Christmas special is going to be. Hopefully 4 or 5 hours at least. And I'm gonna do what I did before and do like a bunch of different subreddits and not bother sticking to just one because I there's a lot of content out there and I want to explore as much of it as possible, which would make more sense to go into other like to go into a bunch of different subreddits instead of just one. I don't know, which way do you guys prefer? Do you prefer it when I do just one subreddit and make a video on that, or do you prefer it when I do like a bunch of different subreddits? Let me know. Anyway, I love each and every one of you guys. Please don't forget to always be yourself. I you are valid. Don't forget to be good to yourself and others. And I will see all you guys in the next video, which will be sometime in December. Good